somebody from the new school, like Justin Bonomo, who's leading in terms of cash wins, is there somebody like that stands out to you as a potential GOAT status person?
Yeah, so there's two different ones, but one is so they're both just no limit, right? So again, when I think of poker, I think of, a variety of games, but there's so many of the young guys that specialize. Michael Adamo is one that I've mentioned several times, and I love the way that he approached the game. Another one that's highly respected because of his online prowess and people have looked and how close he is to game theory, and they say he's about as perfect as you get. And it's a kid named Linus, Linus Love online, Linus Lingard. So he just came second recently, I believe, in the Triton, huge Triton event.
So he's primarily an online player.
Yeah, he's an online cash player for the most part, but he plays some live. Right. And he's again, and I respect the peers that I play with who say, yeah, he's tough as nails. There's another kid too, Russian kid named Timofey Kuznetsov. And he plays all the games, and he's well respected, in that regard. And same with a guy like Jungle Man, Dan Cates, who's a unique personality. I mean, this guy showed up, won the Poker Players Championship back-to-back years in a Randy Macho Man Savage costume. And he was doing Macho Man the entire time. Oh, yeah, I'm going to take all the chips like I did last year. Bust them all. And he was in character for the entirety of the tournament.
This is great.
Just unique. But I have respect for a lot of those guys.
Is it going to take time to figure out who, stands the test of time?
That's the thing, right? So a lot of these kids, like there was a guy who beat me heads up in the $1 million one drop. I got 8.7. He won $15 million. A kid named Dan Coleman. He was seen as the next big thing in poker, right? He made his money. It just wasn't for him. So he's moved on, to doing what he's doing, skiing in the Alps, whatever. He's, nobody's seen him from 5-6 years. So that can happen, right? Because there is a lot of burnout. I think it was actually Gotham Chess who mentioned something about how difficult it is to I think it's true in poker. When you get really, really good at something, to get this much better takes so much work. And a lot of people don't necessarily want to put in that kind of work in order to do that.
Actually, even staying at the same level takes a huge amount of work.
Yeah. So if you want to get better at chess, you're already really, really good, and you're trying to get one little bit better, you have to study in a ridiculous amount. And again, that's once you've already had, I think the toughest thing for anybody, once you've tasted success and you've already achieved it, staying hungry, staying on the top. Reaching the top is much easier than it is to stay there.